We have Madame Simard, Councillor Simard is on a leave of absence, and Conseiller Lorrain, il a motivé son absence, c'est ça? So we're just three this evening. So I'll ask everyone to please stand for the prayer and the national anthem. Attendu que le Canada est fondé sur des principes qui reconnaissent la suprématie de Dieu et la primauté du droit, prenons un moment de réflexion personnelle. Whereas Canada is founded upon principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law, let us take a moment of personal reflection.
L'histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. Glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'm not too sure if I'm fond of this new one or not, but we had to change it up. So, item 4, addition, deletion, or amendments. On avait deux, Madame Camille Lafemme. La première, c'est pour Madame Guitard, un rapport verbal, c'est ça?
Oui, c'est bien ça.
À quel numéro? 11?
11N.
11N. OK. Puis après ça, numéro 17, Council Member Items. Oui, 17A pour moi-même. Pour Acting Mayor Position. Parfait. Need a mover and a seconder for the adoption of the agenda. It's going to be really easy tonight. Conseiller Brisson, Conseiller Associé. All those in favor? All those opposed? Carried. Item 6, disclosure of pecuniary interest. Oui.
11K, le numéro 1, c'est que pour l'événement, je fais partie de cet échange-là. Ça fait que
Ah, OK. Parfait. 11K numéro 1.
c'est pour le 4H, pour c'est organisé, le 4H. Fait que
OK. So à ce point-là, peut-être qu'on le sépare ou si t'es correct, on peut juste faire tout le vote ensemble.
Ouais.
Ça. OK. Parfait. Adoption, numéro 7, adoption des minutes. Regular Council minutes, May 7, 2018. Motion to approve the following minutes as presented. Moved by Councillor Saucier, seconded by Conseiller Brisson. All those in favor? All those opposed? Carried. Item 8, presentations, we have none. Item 9, delegations, we have none. Item 10, consent items. Motion that all items listed on consent items be received as presented. Item A, minutes of the Limoges Citizens Committee of April 10th, 2018. And item B, minutes of the Police Village of Russell, March 29th, 2018. Moved by Conseiller Brisson, seconded by Conseiller Associé. All those in favor? All those opposed? Carried. Item 11, reports from departments and council committees. We'll start with item A, zoning bylaw amendment, report PD 26-2018. The council receives report PD 26-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and approves the zoning amendment application submitted by James Campbell, care of Embrus Investments, Inc., for the following. One, that zoning of the vacant property described as part of Lot 9, Concession 6, located on Bay Street, be amended from General Commercial Zone C to General Commercial Zone Exception 11C11 to in order to, 1, reduce the minimum lot frontage requirements from 30 meters to 20.2 meters. This amendment is a condition of severance application B 052-2017. Questions, comments, members of council? Conseiller Brisson.
C'est juste clarification. Qu'est-ce qui veut être séparé? C'est la parcelle A. Puis ça se trouve être juste quasiment comme la moitié du stationnement, mais ça n'a pas de l'air vraiment large.
Je pense que c'est le stationnement puis la partie en pelouse à côté, c'est ça?
Bonsoir, oui, c'est exactement ça. Donc, c'est une partie du stationnement, puis le terrain qui est vacant entre Tuc de Brou et Jim Campbell.
Ah, OK, il y a un petit peu là.
Oui.
Mais il y a assez large pour même mettre une bâtisse, parce que quand il voyait dans la vue aérienne, ça avait de l'air vraiment...
Oui, ça peut être trompeur avec la voie aérienne parce que les terrains sont tous un peu décalés, là, si vous voulez. Mais non, il y a 20 mètres de façade, donc il y a assez de profondeur pour... c'est la seule dimension qui ne rencontre pas le règlement de zonage, c'est la façade. C'est pour ça qu'on demande de le réduire à 20 mètres.
Parfait. D'autres questions, commentaires? Anything to add from the administration? No? We'll move on to the next item. Item B, zoning bylaw amendment, report PD 27-2018, property known as 1464 Saint-Albert Road in Saint-Albert, and owned by Danielle and Lynn Blanchard. The council receives report PD 27-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and recommend the approval of option number 1 for the zoning bylaw amendment application for the property legally described as part of Lot 2, Concession 10, known as 1464 and 1468 Saint-Albert Road, submitted by Denis Pomainville, agent for Danielle and Lynn Blanchard. Questions, comments, members of council? Conseiller associé.
I just wanted to verify with Madame Dominique. So they're going to replace the home that's there, the square one, and then there will be a setback from the road.
Madame Tremblay.
And then I think we had discussed a separate entrance.
I believe this in instance, we have one recommendation from the planning department, one recommendation from the planning committee.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
let's just clarify what the administration's point is.
Yeah.
So, good evening again. So the planning department recommendation is to not allow the second unit, the semi, to be built. So basically to remain the way it is now. The planning advisory committee did have a different recommendation as per the, contrary to the planning department. And their recommendation is what's shown on option 2 of the report, which is basically to allow them to demolish the existing semi, rebuild a new semi, and yes, further from the road. And also to have separate entrance for the semi, because the way that the semi is proposed right now doesn't meet the requirements of the definition of the zoning bylaws per semi that have to have separate entrances. So that was one of the requirements. And the other one was to limit the number of dwelling units to 3 on the same property. So they wouldn't be allowed to have
Secondary.
apartments in each of the houses. So that was
Okay.
the difference between the two
Yeah, I
recommendations.
just wanted to verify.
Okay.
Merci.
So we're comfortable with option 1 as presented then? Okay, question, conseiller Brisson?
OK. Juste clarifier, là, vous venez de mélanger. Fait que là, l'option qui avait été amenée ici,
Option 1.
OK,
C'est que
c'était
le département de l'aménagement du territoire ne recommande pas l'approbation de la demande de modification au règlement de zonage pour la propriété légalement décrite comme faisant partie du lot 2, concession 10, et connue sous le nom de 1464, 1468, chemin Saint-Albert, présenté par Denis Pomainville, agent, et de Daniel et Lynn Blanchard.
OK. Celle-là, ça veut dire qu'il je l'avais pas lu comme ça, là, mais c'est ça. Ça fait que l'option 1, ça refuse la demande, mais puis l'option 2, qui est par le planning, est de l'accepter.
Par le planning
Committee.
committee, pas le
Yeah.
département. Option 2, on se trouve dans une situation
OK.
que le département fait une recommandation, puis le comité de planning fait une autre recommandation.
Mais le comité de recommandation, le comité de planning, lui, recommandait, c'était eux autres qui avaient l'option 2?
Oui, c'est ça.
OK.
Oui, Madame Tremblay?
Je peux juste aussi, as mentioned in the report, and I think it's important to mention at this point, we had comments from the United County of Prescott Russell also recommending the same position as the planning department was recommending. Basically, the intent of the zoning bylaw to have a second house on a property is to have a full-time help on the farm, which is not the case, and that's why we want to basically, if the house is demolished, that the property be conformed to the intent of the official plan and also the intent of the zoning bylaw.
Puis, just so everybody is aware of the process, comment ça marche? On va dire que si on va avec l'option 1, puis un appel au, pas le OMB, mais le nouveau Planning Board, tu peux nous représenter. Si on va contre ta recommandation, puis on va avec le Planning Committee option 2, ça veut dire qu'on sera obligé de retenir les services d'un autre planner pour aller nous représenter au Planning Board, c'est ça?
Mais, juste clarifier, si on va à l'option 2, mais qu'il n'y a pas, c'est pas amené en cours, ça veut dire qu'ils n'ont pas personne engagé non plus.
Est-ce que avec la recommandation des Comtés unis, est-ce qu'eux nous amèneraient? Parce que les autres, c'est la préparatrice, c'est les autres qui... So, est-ce que si nous autres, on recommande 2, est-ce que au niveau des Comtés unis, les autres, ils vont s'objecter?
À travers vous, Monsieur le maire, la confirmation n'est pas à 100 parce qu'évidemment, on ne pourra pas le savoir tant aussi longtemps. Mais suite aux discussions qu'on a eues avec les Comtés unis de Prescott Russell, ils ont l'intention de faire un appel si jamais le conseil décide d'approuver la démolition du bâtiment existant puis la reconstruction du semi-détaché. Comme c'est pas confirmé à 100 mais c'est les discussions que j'ai eues avec M. Prévost concernant ce dossier-là.
OK. Parfait. Monsieur, conseiller Brisson.
Juste confirmer aussi, c'est que cette maison-là a déjà, je sais qu'elle n'est pas enregistrée comme 2 logis, elle a déjà 2 logis dedans. Est-ce qu'elle est sur un lot individuel, cette maison-là? Puis, parce que qu'est-ce qui empêche que quelqu'un sur un lot individuel d'avoir une maison avec comme un duplex ou...
OK. Madame Tremblay.
Donc, la question, c'est que présentement, il y a 2 maisons sur la même propriété. Donc, la maison initiale, c'est celle, comme vous pouvez regarder à la page où il y a la photo dans le bas de la page 6 du rapport. Donc, ça, c'est la maison initiale. Puis après ça, il y a eu une demande de permis de construction pour construire une autre maison devenant un aide à la ferme. Puis pour être la seule condition où on peut avoir un aide à la ferme, c'est quand la ferme est exploitée à 100 puis que les gens ont des aides à 100 pour les aider avec les tâches journalières de la ferme, qui n'est pas le cas dans cette situation-là. Le terrain est loué à d'autres fermiers qui font le crop sur le terrain. Donc, c'est pour ça que notre recommandation, c'est de légaliser. Comme on sait, ça existe déjà. Oui, on est conscient qu'il y a déjà 3 unités sur la même propriété, mais le fait que la maison va être démolie, c'est l'occasion de s'assurer que l'intention du règlement est respectée.
Donc, c'est ça, c'est juste confirmé que comme c'est là, sur le même lot, il y a 2 maisons.
Oui.
Puis, que là, s'ils démanchent celle-là, il n'y en a pas d'autre qui est bâti du tout. Ils font rien que la démancher, puis c'est même pas une unifamiliale, c'est rien qui s'est rebâti.
Exactement. C'est ça la recommandation de l'administration, oui.
À cause c'est un lot.
Ils ont-tu le choix de séparer le lot? Non, parce que ça a déjà été séparé dans le passé, c'est ça?
Encore une fois, les seules intentions dans le plan officiel de protéger les terres agricoles, c'est de détacher un terrain de surplus à la ferme, qui n'est pas le cas en ce moment. Donc, les demandes de détachement de terrain seraient aussi refusées par les comtés. Juste aussi, je m'excuse, je voudrais juste aussi additionner à ce que je viens de mentionner, c'est que en permettant de reconstruire une habitation jumelée, comme c'est proposé, il pourrait éventuellement avoir la création d'un autre terrain, une demande. qui politiquement pourrait être aussi accepté, mais qui contreviendrait à tout ce qui est contre le plan officiel et contre la politique provinciale aussi de créer des nouveaux lots résidentiels dans les terres agricoles.
So, dans ce cas ici, on suit les recommandations du Provincial Policy Statement. Puis essentiellement, si quelqu'un veut faire un appel à ça, ils ont l'option d'aller au Planning Board. Ça. Conseiller Brisson?
Mon autre question, vu que c'est comme genre illégal, comme c'est là d'avoir 2 maisons, s'ils font rien avec cette maison-là, est-ce qu'ils ont encore la possibilité de le garder comme ça puis de continuer d'avoir les 2 logements dedans?
Oui, à travers vous, Monsieur le maire, oui, ils ont l'opportunité, comme on avait déjà parlé avec l'agent de la demande, le bâtiment existant pourrait être agrandi. Il peut rester à cet endroit-là. C'est juste la démolition qui fait que, à ce moment-là, ce serait pas permis de reconstruire un deuxième.
Mais il est déjà il est illégal. Fait que comment se fait qu'ils ont le droit de le garder pareil puis même de l'agrandir?
Bien, parce que ça a un droit acquis. Fait qu'à ce moment-là, on l'a considéré comme un
grandfather
bâtiment qui a un
grandfather.
droit acquis. Dans notre règlement zonage, ça dit qu'on peut agrandir un bâtiment qui est droit acquis, mais pas le rendre moins conforme.
OK.
Parfait. D'autres questions, commentaires? Councillor Saucier?
So I know the property, so there's 2 houses behind, and then this is the third one, so,
No,
No?
there's one on each side.
well, I had a look at it the other day. I thought it was, because this
That's the old
dwelling will just replace that one house, so nothing really changes,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
And also, like, I was reading about the agricultural land, but that particular property is not used for agriculture. So it's the farm land behind, right?
Yeah, so the farm behind is owned by the same owner, but it's rented by somebody else.
Yes,
So the business as you could see in the report, the business that is actually chez Lily is
Oui.
basically permitted as a home occupation, which we know it's not the case. A home occupation is limited by space, which it's over exceeding our requirements for a home occupation.
Right.
Therefore,
Well, that's another discussion
Yeah.
altogether.
yeah. And have we received any other opposition to this project?
not as for a landowner or anything like that. It's basically the United County that we consult with.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, merci.
D'autres questions, commentaires? Madame Tremblay?
Even if I just wanted to mention, we prepared the bylaw just in case the council decided to approve option 2. The bylaw is ready for.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, we'll have this option to remove it if we so choose at that time. We'll move on to item number C, Water and Sewer Unit Allocation, Village of Emblem, Report PD 32-2018. That council receives Report PD 32-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and approves the allocation of the requested 1 water and sewer unit for each of the property for the total of 4 units of water services for the following properties: 1087 St. Pierre Road in Emblem, 1091 St. Pierre Road, 1128 St. Pierre Road, and 1136 St. Pierre Road. Questions, comments, members of council? Anything to add from the administration? No? Move on to item D, Streetscape Master Plan, Report PD 38-2018. That council received the report PD 38-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and that council approves the proposed bylaw to award a contract and authorize the entry into an agreement with JP2G Consultants, Inc. for the preparation of the Downtown Streetscape Master Plan and Urban Design Guidelines in the amount of $61,035.65. This amount includes the non-refundable municipal HST portion of 1.76%. This project will commence following the award of the contract and will be completed by the end of the year 2018. Questions, comments, members of council? Conseiller Brisson?
Juste clarifier, quand ils disent du centre-ville, ça inclut quoi? Embrun, Russell, ça inclut-tu Limoges, Marionville?
Monsieur le Duc, Madame Tremblay.
Donc, le document a été préparé en fonction des village core qui sont déjà identifiés dans notre plan officiel puis dans notre règlement de zonage. Donc, c'est le village de Embrun et Russell qui sont désignés comme étant cœur du village.
Qui est essentiellement la même chose qu'on utilise pour notre CIP programme.
C'est le même concept que qu'est-ce qu'on a pour le CIP. Donc, c'est le même programme qu'on va avoir pour le CIP, mais tout ce qui est pour l'aspect public. So it's all public space of the Township of Russell for the village core, as same as the CIP.
Thank you.
D'autres questions, commentaires? We'll move on. Item E, pay list April 2018. The council receives the pay list for the month of April 2018. Questions, comments? Anything to add? No. Move on. Item F, Ontario's Main Street Revitalization Initiative Agreement, Report FS 19, 2018. That council receives Report FS 19-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and the proposed bylaw be adopted as presented, authorizing the mayor and the treasurer to enter into agreement between the Township of Russell and the Association of Municipalities of Ontario under the funding commitment for the Ontario's Main Street Revitalization Initiative Program. Questions, comments, members of council? Anything to add from the administration? No? Move on to item G. Noise Amendment Report PIC 14-2018. Summerfest Célébrons Ensemble 2018 to be held June 13 to 17, 2018. That council receives report PIC 14-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and approves as recommended in this report the noise exemption request submitted by the Association des loisirs communautaires d'Embrun from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. on Friday, June 15, 2018, into Saturday, June 16, 2018, and from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. on Saturday, June 16, 2018, into Sunday, June 17, 2018, to accommodate outside music events. The activities are celebrations for Summerfest 2018 to be held at the Pavillon located at 8 Blaise Street in Embrun. Questions, comments, members of council? Anything to add from the administration? No? Monsieur Leduc?
Monsieur le membre du conseil, I will make sure that the communication staff also shares some posts regarding the late noise exemption so that people are not surprised when June 15th happens, even though we let the organizing committee supposed to do all the PR and information, but we'll do our share of it too.
Thank you very much, Monsieur Leduc. Madame Bourdeau, I believe there was improvements last year.
Same procedure and aim the speakers so the noise doesn't go as much into the residential area.
Okay, perfect. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Next item, item H, Animal Care and Control Bylaw, Report PIC 15-2018. That council receives report PIC 15-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and as recommended in this report that the proposed bylaw be made public to receive public comments from the community via our social media and website and the local newspaper. Questions, comments, members of council? Councillor Saucier.
When will it be up on the website for comments? Like it said that the public can have input into the bylaw.
I was hoping to get a first reading tonight, and then
Right.
from there we could post it and.
Okay. And also, is there going to be chickens on that bylaw? Because I get lots of questions about chickens.
Madame Tremblay, Madame Bourdeau. I think that's something that people are welcome to the website and social media to make their comments in
Okay.
regards to chickens if they like, and I'm sure that will be presented at a later point. Madame Tremblay?
Yeah, also we will have to consider that as part of zoning. Right now
Right.
zoning doesn't allow it, that's why we kind of duplicate the same information in this bylaw, but it's something that we'll have to consider when zoning bylaw will be brought to council.
Okay,
Okay, merci.
so at that point, we'll have discussions about chickens. Conseil Brisson?
Juste clarifier, qu'est-ce que ça change de nouveau, comme ça dit, ça traite, comme c'est là, ça traite des chiens, mais pas des lapins, pigeons, tout ça. Avec le nouveau, ça veut-tu dire qu'il faut que tu aies un permis pour avoir les chats, tout ça, comme le chien, ou c'est quoi que ça implique dedans, là, quand...
Madame Bourdeau?
Oui, le nouveau règlement, comme dans mon rapport, il traite avec non seulement des chiens, mais aussi plusieurs autres animaux. Mais non, on ne demande pas aux gens de licencier leurs chats à ce moment-ci. Tout ce que ça... les chats, la seule chose qu'on a d'identifier, c'est si on a des chats qui sont malades ou blessés, ça nous donne l'autorité de les ramasser puis de les faire soit amener au vétérinaire pour en prendre soin ou soit des faire euthanasier. Parce que présentement, on n'a aucune autorité pour ramasser des chats qui soient... Donc, mais ça aussi, ça réglemente les lapins, les pigeons, puis d'autres sortes d'animaux comme les animaux exotiques, puis tout ça. Présentement, on n'a rien de ça. Là, présentement, tout ce qu'on a, c'est les chiens.
Puis ça, c'est plutôt dans les limites du village, évidemment.
Ben,
en dehors
la règle pour les animaux exotiques est partout, là, mais il y a des sections qui s'adressent au village, puis il y a des sections qui s'adressent à la campagne. Le nombre d'animaux est plus grand à la campagne, des choses comme ça. Il y a aussi, on va plus élaborer avec les chiens. Exemple, dans le règlement, on dit comment il faut que les chiens soient pris soin, si tu veux, qu'il faut qu'il y ait des conditions sanitaires, il faut qu'il y ait un abri. L'ancien règlement avait pas tout
ces détails-là.
ce détail-là. Puis celui-là, on a ajouté beaucoup de détails qui va nous donner un peu plus d'autorité au lieu de toujours appeler la SPCA ou la police provinciale pour faire les tâches. Ça nous donne la possibilité de le faire nous autres mêmes, qui en bout de ligne coûte moins d'argent à la municipalité parce qu'on est déjà là. Si tu appelles la police pour prendre soin des plaintes de conditions, de comment les chiens sont gardés, bien, c'est certain que ça s'ajoute à la facture à la fin de l'année. Fait que c'est un peu ça qui est l'idée en arrière de ça.
Parfait. D'autres questions, commentaires?
La seule chose que je vais ajouter, c'est dans la section des bylaws qui ont été repealed, la section 75. Il y a un bylaw qui a été inséré là, qui n'aurait pas dû être, c'est le 3196. C'est pas relié aux animaux du tout.
OK.
C'est pour les normes de propriété.
OK.
Donc, c'est une erreur qui s'est glissée, fait qu'on va l'enlever.
On va juste le clarifier. Parfait. Puis ça va être mis sur le site web. Madame Camille-Laflamme?
J'ai juste un autre commentaire. Vu que je vois maintenant dans le rapport que c'était en first reading only, il faudrait le retirer puis le délai séparé pour mettre juste first reading. Parce
OK.
que sinon, il va passer en first, second, third.
Non, je veux pas qu'il passe ça.
C'est ça.
OK. So, item H va être enlevé.
Merci.
OK. Conseillère associée?
Also included in the bylaw, Madame Bordeaux, is there a limit to the number of dogs people can own?
Yes, the limit stays the same for, it's 2 in urban, 3 in rural, unless you have a kennel license.
Okay, merci.
Kennels will be dealt in another bylaw.
Parfait. D'autres questions, commentaires? Non. On va continuer à la prochaine item. Item E, Expansion in Municipal Garage, Report ISPW 06-2018. That council approves the proposed bylaw to award a contract and to authorize the entry into an agreement with Coleman Construction Limited to perform all necessary work for the expansion of the municipal garage for $532,766.26, plus $9,376.68, equaling $542,142.95. This amount includes 1.76% of non-refundable HST. And that council approves the increase the capital budget by $105,419, and the additional cost be financed by development charges. That the mayor and the clerk be authorized to sign the agreement. Questions, comments, members of council? Non? Quelque chose à ajouter, Monsieur le Duc, Monsieur Bourgon? La réalité, c'est que le contrat est rentré plus haut qu'on s'attendait.
Merci, M. le maire. Donc, exactement, le contrat est un petit peu plus haut que ce qu'on avait prévu. Dans notre montant budgété, on avait quand même notre contingence puis les frais d'ingénieur d'inclus. Donc, c'est ce que le montant d'extra représente.
OK.
Donc, au bout de la construction, peut-être que la contingence ne serait pas utilisée. C'est une autre possibilité aussi. On veut s'assurer là, de tout couvrir les coûts à ce moment-ci.
OK, parfait. OK, on va continuer au prochain item. Monsieur Godin.
Oui, merci, M. le maire. Je vais juste élaborer le côté financier, juste par rapport à l'utilisation des frais de développement. Dans l'étude des frais de développement, on avait un montant de 500 000 $ pour ce projet-là. Donc, en approuvant ce rapport-ci, vous approuvez aussi d'augmenter ce montant-là pour le montant manquant de 105 000 $. Puis, juste pour vous expliquer, vous avez l'autorité de faire ça si vous jugez que ça n'a pas un gros impact sur le taux comme tel. Puis, pour le département Public Works, chaque département, ils ont each department have a margin of how much projects they can add to it. And Public Works Department did have an additional $831,000 left. So just to reassure you that there was plenty of room for the 105.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Everybody's good with that? Okay, we'll move on to the next item. Item J, Rehabilitation St. Joseph Bridge, Report ISPW 07-2018. That council approves the proposed bylaw to award a contract and to authorize the entry into an agreement with Clearwater Structure, Inc. to perform the rehabilitation of St. Joseph Bridge for $874,874, plus $15,397.78, equaling $890,271.78. This amount includes 1.76% of non-refundable HST. That the mayor and the clerk be authorized to sign the agreement. Questions, comments, members of council? Anything to add from the administration? Monsieur Bourgon.
Merci, Monsieur le Maire. Donc, once the construction of the bridge rehab will start, we'll advise public because the bridge will be closed entirely during the period of construction. So we'll see lots of Facebook ad. All detours will be in place as well.
Perfect. We're going to give them enough notice to know it's coming.
And a letter will be sent to the immediate resident that will be affected in that section of St. Joseph.
Okay. Do we have an estimated timeline as to how long the repairs or the construction will take?
The estimate right now, it's about 3 months.
3 months.
So we're looking at the entire summer.
Okay.
Beginning when?
Aussitôt que le contrat est donné.
We'll probably have our kickoff meeting in the next couple of weeks. Then we'll confirm our schedule, but all the work, we're hoping to have all the work complete by the time the school starts again. That's our...
That's the goal.
That's the goal, exactly.
Perfect. D'autres questions, commentaires? Non, merci beaucoup. Item K, Community Grants Report PR 15-2018. That council receives report PR 15-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and approves the following department's recommendations for community grant donations in 2018 to the following groups. Item 1, to approve an in-kind grant in the amount of $100 to Russell 4-H for the rental of the Palais des Sports Hall in Embrun for their Paint Night fundraiser on June 2nd, 2018. Item 2, to approve an in-kind grant in the amount of $465 to Multiple Sclerosis for the rental of the Frank Kennard Hall for their Trivia Night on September 29, 2018. Item 3, to approve an in-kind grant in the amount of $309 to Club Joie de Vivre Embrun for the rental of the Embrun Community Center for the American Country Festival on September 22nd, 2018. And 4, to approve an ad hoc grant for $100 to the Club de Joie de Vivre of Embrun for the American Country Festival on September 22nd, 2018. More on the other page. Item 5, to approve an in-kind grant in the amount of $465 to St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic High School for the rental of the Frank Kennard Hall for their Trivia Night on June 9, 2018. And item 6, to approve an in-kind grant in the amount of $465 St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic High School for the rental of the Frank Kennard Hall for their fundraiser Murder Mystery Dinner Theater on June 15, 2018. According to the Community Grants and Contribution Guidelines, these requests meet our requirements for funding. Councillor Associate, questions at all? No? Anything to add from the administration? No? I'll just make a comment that obviously we keep track of these donations to the schools so that when we have a reciprocal agreement discussion, that we continue to bring up these items that we are favorable on our side and seem to have a hard time dealing with the schools on theirs. So I know the administration's working hard on that. Hopefully we'll get there someday. Move on to the next item. Item L. Festival license for a special event with alcoholic beverage, report PR 16-2018. Request from Marionville Softball League for their annual end-of-year tournament being held from August 24th to 26th, 2018. That council receives report PR 16-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and supports the request by the Marionville Softball League for a public event special occasion permit liquor license for their annual end-of-year tournament being held from August 24th to 26th, 2018. Questions, comments, members of council? Pretty standard request. Anything to add from the administration? No. Move on. Item M. Lease agreement between the Township of Russell and the Club Joie de Vivre, report PR 17-2018. That council receives report PR 17-2018 dated May 22nd, 2018, and approves the signing of the lease agreement between the Township of Russell and the Club Joie de Vivre of Embrun. Questions, comments, members of council? Anything to add from the administration? Madame Guittard.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. I just wanted to make sure that council noticed that the item 6 was an addition to the old lease agreement, where we do allow special occasion permits now in the hall, but for the exclusive use of the Club Joie de Vivre only, and they do give us an insurance certificate each time they have an SOP in the hall. And also just to mention that we're repealing the bylaw 1-2008 and number 5, 2010.
Parfait. Merci beaucoup. Questions, commentaires? Non? On va continuer. Item 12, notice motions. Excusez.
Oui.
Ah, le verbal, excuse-moi. Oui, Madame Guitard, ton rapport verbal.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. I just wanted to request approval from council tonight to send a call for proposal for the grant application for Enabling Accessibility Fund. We had an idea. There's a mid-sized project right now available for grant application up to $350,000, from $350,000 to $1 million. So our idea was to install a accessible park for challenged children, and also some exercise equipment for more towards seniors, that are geared more towards seniors. We would like to install that park close to the sports dome, because we do have a lot of land there, and we think it's an addition to the dome. Since we've sold over 600 walking passes to our seniors, we think that it's an addition. It would be an addition for them. And also because we don't have an accessible park, completely accessible, so I think it's time for Township to step forward and have that one. I'm not sure if council had the chance to see the Sasha Park in Augsbury. So the proposal has to be in for this week on May 24th. So I would apply for $350,000, but of course, Township has to pay 35% of that $350,000 if we do get the grant. But the good part of this is we can spread the project over 2 years. So for us, it would be 2 fiscal years. So we could maybe separate the whole amount that we would have to pay, which would be around $122,000. We could split that in 2 in order to be able to install that new park.
Merci beaucoup, Madame Guitard. Juste clarification, Sasha Park, beautiful park, been there. I'm sure Mayor Barden would say, though, it's more in Champlain Township as
Champlain.
opposed to
Oh,
Hawkesbury.
sorry, sorry.
That's okay.
It's true.
Juste pour confirmer, we do have a matching grant amount in our budget. C'est 75 000 qui est là? Non? Plus? Monsieur Leduc?
Monsieur le maire, membre du conseil, je pense que le trésorier va vérifier, mais si ma mémoire est bonne, on parle d'environ 35 000 qui restent.
Ah, qui reste. On l'a
Ouais.
utilisé une
On
couple
en
de fois.
avait utilisé, puis c'était 50 000 initialement.
OK.
Donc on a utilisé, je pense que c'est environ 35 000 qui restent.
OK.
Aussi, il fait mention, pourquoi on ne l'a pas ce soir sans préavis, c'est que à partir de juillet, le conseil va être lame duck. So the steps are that we have to submit an initial proposal to see if it's got the merit to go forward for an assessment. And if it does, it's going to come back in September. So in September, you've delegated powers to me to do some work, but I wanted to inform council tonight regarding if that comes back in September or October, that when it comes to my desk to follow up on this, that we would at least have briefed you on what we're planning to do, if council's okay with this, and in this process. At this point, it's 35% of municipal contribution towards the project. So you're looking at about
20,000.
122,000.
Okay. So that's kind of what we're expecting, and not for this 2018 budget, but certainly for 2019, and that's if we ever get consideration positively for our project. Donc, si on va de l'avant avec ça, ben, ça voudrait dire qu'à l'automne, on devra avoir une deuxième soumission. Au moins, ce ne sera pas une surprise pour le conseil
Oui.
dans ce cas-ci.
Clarification aussi, since this is a first of its kind for the Russell Township, would DC charges for parks, would there be access to some funds there as well?
Bonjour, monsieur le maire. Excuse-moi, est-ce que tu pourrais répéter ta question?
Wait, DC charges,
Yes.
would we have some funds available there to cover this, our share of it?
Well, the recreation department does have a DC, like, has a positive balance in the DC reserves. But I'd have to have more information for Cecilia to understand if is it really a growth-related project. If we're adding a park, I guess.
Well, it's a fully accessible park, which we don't have one of them in the township currently, but I mean, that's a discussion the administration can have between itself, but
Yeah,
that might be an option as well. But, Monsieur Leduc?
I guess it'd be similar to what we discussed tonight regarding the other project, where there might be a margin available in Parks and Rec. There might be,
Okay.
I don't know. But
Well, at the end of the day, if we can get 65% funding from another organization for a project this size, I think that's worthwhile. And like we mentioned, Sasha's Park in Champlain was be able to be created. There was a lot of public involvement in there. We might be able to get some funds there as well from the public, so. Monsieur Godet?
Oui, Monsieur Mayor, just to confirm, there's still 26,000 left in the matching grants reserve.
Okay, 26, plus if we're able to figure out DC. But we'll have, I'm sure we can find some options going down the road. So, thank you very much. Councillor Saucier?
I love this idea. I just had actually recently saw a park with equipment outside for, so I would also suggest is, you know, you're saying an accessibility park for children, but maybe having some equipment in the other part for adults that need accessibility access. And then the other thing I was just going to mention, the Russell Pathfinders had informed me that they received a grant for trees. So if you need any trees for that park, they have money to, and they're looking for some place to plant trees. So that might be an option, but I think this is a wonderful idea. And I just, like I said, I saw this special swing where the wheelchair can go on and
Yep.
things like that. So, yeah, this is exciting. Thank you.
Yeah, outdoor exercise equipment for seniors and adults, that's an awesome project as well. Perfect. D'autres questions, commentaires? Conseiller Brisson?
Juste un commentaire que justement, les machines d'exercice à l'extérieur, que c'est de quoi qui s'en vient plus populaire parce que quand l'été passé, quand il avait été faire le tour de Gaspésie, on avait à plusieurs endroits que c'est rendu assez populaire.
Parfait. Puis évidemment, on va avoir les discussions avec notre comité d'accessibilité. On ne peut pas oublier ils sont là exactement pour ça. So, je suis certain qu'il va y avoir des discussions à ce
Fait que
point-là.
là, juste une question.
Oui.
Donc, à notre réunion la semaine prochaine, je peux en parler, là? Vu que c'est officiel, là.
Madame Guittard?
Merci, Monsieur le maire. Membre du conseil, oui, vous pouvez l'annoncer. C'est juste que là, c'est un proposal.
Ouais.
Quand ils vont revenir à l'automne, ils vont nous laisser savoir s'ils sont intéressés avec notre proposition. Là, c'est là qu'on va mettre plus de détails dans notre demande. Puis la réponse devrait arriver là, au début de 2019.
Parfait. Merci beaucoup. Une première étape au moins. Item 13, question period on meeting the day. Anybody interested in asking a question to please come up to the lectern and state your name and the address and ask away.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. Charles Armstrong from Castlebull Street in Embrun. Two questions concerning item 11H, that's the animal control bylaw. Just wondering if there was what the rationale was for selecting some animals to be prohibited. I mean, venomous snakes are obvious, but pigeons and doves, and doves got me because when I was reading it, I was looking out back in my backyard at the bird feeder, and there were a bunch of doves out there at the bird feeder. And I'm just wondering what the rationale was. So I don't know what to comment for.
Yeah. Monsieur Leduc, Madame Bourdeau, I'm not sure if we based ourselves on existing bylaws in other jurisdictions or... I think, I mean, wild bird is one thing, but if we're raising birds I think that's probably my understanding is in regards to raising these animals.
I'm not sure. There's a section that deals with doves, but as far as I know, it's not in the exotic prohibited animals. So I'll double check, but this is also, yes, it's also based on other municipalities. It's based on the Ottawa bylaw.
It's based on the Ottawa bylaw.
Yeah.
Okay.
My next question involves procedure for that bylaw, because I was reading section 15, and it says to be read a first, second, and third time, and includes that bylaw in the list of bylaws to be read a first, second, and third time. Yet originally I thought it was only going to be first reading tonight.
Yeah, that's why we mentioned earlier, Madame Cameron mentioned that that item will be separated in the bylaws and only do the first reading.
Good, thanks.
Thank you. D'autres questions, commentaires? No? We'll move on. Item 14, resolutions. Motion that council approve all recommendations listed on the agenda under number 11, reports from departments and council committees. Need a mover and a seconder to put it on the table. Moved by Conseiller Brisson, seconded by Councillor Saucier. And then we will remove item H. Any other items to remove? K. Item K, so I need a mover and a seconder for that. Councillor Associate, Conseiller Brisson, all those in favor to remove those two items? So now we are voting on all the items except for H and K. So, all those in favor?
Sorry, Mr. Mayor, I don't think H. The proposed union public.
Ouais, H, c'est celui qu'on fait le first reading.
The resolution itself doesn't really say it's in first, second, and third reading, so.
Mais on va le séparer quand même.
Okay,
Puis on
and
va
we'll
le
separate the
spécifier.
bylaw as well.
Hein?
And we'll separate the
Separate the bylaw
bylaw.
as
Okay,
well,
perfect.
yes. So tout ceux à part de H puis K. Everybody okay with that? All those in favor? All those opposed? Okay. So we'll just do H separately now. Puis tu veux-tu qu'il y ait un amendement pour spécifier? On va amender spécifiquement pour le bylaw. On va juste dire durant le bylaw que c'est le first.
We can say it there, yes.
Okay. So item H, mover and a seconder, moved by Conseiller Brisson, seconded by Councillor Associé. All those in favor? All those opposed? Carried. Item K. Monsieur Brisson se retire, mais on a encore, les règles nous permettent de voter ça à deux, so moved by Councillor Associé, I guess seconded by myself. And are you in favor? I'm in favor too, so there we go, we're good. Okay, so toutes les résolutions sont passées. On va mouver à numéro 15. Motion that council approve bylaws 2018-058 to 2018-65 inclusively for first, second, and third reading as listed in the agenda, except for bylaw. Ben, on va le mettre sur la table, puis après on va sortir. C'est quel bylaw exactement? C'est
62.
62. So put it on the table. Moved by Councillor Saucier, seconded by Conseiller Brisson. And then to remove 62, we need an amendment. So Conseiller Brisson, Conseiller Associé. All those in favor to remove this one out of the gang? Okay, so we'll vote on everything except item 2018-62. All those in favor? All those opposed? Carried. So là, on va faire 2018-62, being Abala Township of Russell, respecting animal care and control, report PIC 15-2018, to be read for first reading only, so that needs to be amended, c'est ça? So I need Councillor Saucier to amend it, seconded by Conseiller Brisson. And then all those in favor of the amendment? Okay, approved. All those in favor as amended? Approved. So c'est fait. Item 16, new business reports, we have none. Item 17, other business, business presented by council members. I had an item on here, 17A, acting mayor position. I just wanted to bring this up. The reality is the provincial election is next month. We have two members of council who are running for the position. There's a good chance that one of us, either myself or Councillor Simard will win the position. Therefore, it will leave an empty spot at council. I'm not talking about making a decision as to that, but the reality is that we have a system in place where when the mayor is not available, there's an acting mayor position. So we have, in this case, for the month of June, it would fall on Councillor Simard to be the acting mayor. And then the following 3 months would be Conseiller Brisson, and then the following 3 months would be Councillor Saucier. I thought in the best interest of the corporation, it might be easier if we were just to appoint Councillor Lorrain as to be the acting mayor for the rest of the term. In that case, if I win, then the first meeting in June, Councillor Lorrain, who has the most experience, could chair the meeting, and you guys can have a full discussion as to what you want to do to replace the position. And if I don't win, then I continue being mayor, and he's just acting mayor, like we've had all councillors have had their chance at acting mayor in the last 3.5 years. We haven't had to use it, but I just want to make sure that the corporation is best suited, so whatever possibility happens, at least we have a game plan in place. So I don't, looking for thoughts from members of council. It's Councillor Saucier.
Well, I'm in support of that because, like I say, Councillor Laurent has been here for a long time, and I think he will be able to sit in while you're busy with the campaign, and it would keep things more consistent. And
Yeah, and just to be clear, it would be after the election. So
Right.
whatever happens,
Yeah.
at least there's
Yep.
some continuity, we know exactly where we're going forward. This is by bylaw, I believe. So it would be a bylaw would have to come back at the next meeting, if council gives that direction. But I just wanted to breach the subject. I'd rather be prepared ahead of time as opposed to being
Yeah,
reaction-wise and, depending how things go and that kind of stuff, so.
yeah, no, it's
So if we're okay with
Good.
council, we'll,
good foresight. So,
we'll give the direction to bring that at the next council meeting. Parfait. Item 18, public meetings and hearings, we have none. Item 19, closed session. Pursuant to section 239, 2, 3, and 3.1 of the Municipal Act 2001, SO 2001, Chapter 25, motion to move into closed meeting at the hour of 6:50 PM to address matters pertaining to section 239 of the Municipal Act 2001, SO 2001, Chapter 25, to consider matters relating to, 1, disposition of land in Embrun, Section 2C, a proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality or local board. And that's it. Need a mover and a seconder. Moved by Conseiller Brisson, seconded by Councillor Associé. All those in favor? All those opposed? Carried. We are now in closed session, everyone. Thank you very much. No.